Hello, everyone. This is Leslie from Vino 301, and it is great to chat with you today. I am chatting with you for a really special cause, and this is the Walk to End Alzheimer's disease. And I have someone who brought this to my attention here, and I'm going to let Leanne introduce herself. So, Leanne, could you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. My name is Leanne Charpentier. I'm currently serving as the volunteer coach or volunteer event co-chair for the Washington, D.C. Walk to End Alzheimer's. So this will actually be my 10th year participating in the walk. And then I'm also captain of Team Walk the Plank.
What's it called? Team Walk the Plank?
Yep. So we're making Alzheimer's walk the plank.
That is too funny. Are you dressing up in pirate gear at all?
No. A couple of years ago we had bandanas, but
okay.
I haven't done the full pirate costume yet.
That is something else. So I just so you guys have some background. So Leanne and I met like 3 years ago? 5
maybe.
Yeah. So
it's been a while.
Yeah, like in the very beginning of Vino 301, like yeah. So she could tell some stories. She could definitely tell some stories. And after maybe like you had gone on a couple of tours, wine tours, and you had approached me about doing a charity tour.
Yep.
And so, and could you tell me what was the inspiration for doing the charity tour?
Sure. I love wine, first off, and I knew from doing previous tours with you, we did a couple private tours for bachelorette parties, and then I did a few of your just regular regional wine tours, that it was a really great and fun day out, fun way to spend a day. And I just thought, well, it's such an awesome outing anyway, it would be a great opportunity to potentially raise some money.
So, and I to be honest with you, that was the first time we ever did that. And yeah, like the very first time we ever did that. And we get, in full disclosure, I think maybe once a week or twice a week, people reach out to us all the time to make donations. And we have a couple of charities that are near and dear to our heart. We do a donation with the Bowie Food Pantry. But it was just something about like how sincere you were about this, and your grandmother suffered with this disease, and I just thought this was a great way to combine the love of wine and a charitable organization. So we did that tour maybe 2 years ago. Yeah. And then you had approached me this year about doing the tour again, and I was like, it was such a great cause. And we had such a good time that I said, yes, let's do it again. Let's do it again. So I'm excited about it. For those who have not heard, the tour is this Sunday, September 30th. I can't believe.
And it's actually not going to rain for once, so you'll have a nice rain-free Sunday to enjoy the vineyards.
Yes.
So excited about that.
I know. And I can't believe September 30th is right around the corner, and we're talking about fall. And we are leaving from the Silver Spring Metro, and we're heading west to Hagerstown, right outside of Hagerstown. So when we did the tour a few years ago, the two vineyards that we were going to, one of them had just opened, or had not been open very long, and the other one was not open at all. So we're going to go to Big Cork Vineyard, and if you've never been there, everything is big at Big Cork. The wine is big, the chairs are big corks. It's on a big, beautiful hill. It's just a great place to go. And if you are closet fans of The Real Housewives of Potomac, do you watch that show?
I don't, but I know a lot of people do. I know there's a lot of fans out there.
So if you do watch it this this season, and people who watch it know Giselle, who is like one of the divas on the show, her then boyfriend took a tour of Big Cork and had like a little romantic picnic. And the vines, so if you want to see where she went, this is a great place to go and check it out. Yeah, right. Like, so if you want to be a part of the Real Housewives lives and you never had a chance before, this is your opportunity to go. And
vicariously through them.
right, exactly. So get like, your designer wear and everything in your believe the catty attitude at home. And then we are also going to Coolridge, which has been a vineyard for, okay, please don't shoot me, guys, but it's been a vineyard for at least 8, maybe 10 years now. And they started out as just growing grapes, like excellent grape growers. And then they decided to make wine. And really, like their first year out of the box making wine, they won the Governor's Cup, which is, those who are not like wine geeks like myself, that is the highest ranking award that you can get in Maryland. So you are going to have some phenomenal wine. And Big Cork like takes awards home left and right. They can just sneeze and like, oh, Gold Cup here, what have you. So you're going to have some great wine this
Awesome.
weekend. So make sure you join us. So Leanne, can you tell me how you got involved?
Well, I got involved, as you said, my grandmother had the disease, and I started walking in about the last year for battle. She passed away in September 2009. So at the time, as I was going through that journey with her and with my family, I was realizing that there was a lot of misunderstanding about Alzheimer's disease, and that people really just thought it was kind of natural age-related forgetfulness, and it's just so much more than that. It's debilitating cognitive decline that, in addition to erasing your memories, eventually consumes your ability to do things like walk, talk, or even swallow. I also found that initially I thought I was alone in this battle, that my family and I were the only people I knew who were dealing with Alzheimer's disease. And once I started getting out there with the Walk to End Alzheimer's and with fundraising, I was finding that I did know people who had loved ones affected by the disease, but there was this stigma around it where people just didn't want to talk about Alzheimer's disease. And if we're not talking about it, we're not going to ever get any progress on beating the disease. So I felt like I needed to do something to raise awareness and to also help with the research side of things to help find that cure for Alzheimer's, because Alzheimer's doesn't have a treatment, a prevention, or a cure currently. So that's how I got involved. I chose the walk specifically because it is the world's largest event to raise awareness and funds for Alzheimer's support, care, and research. It's currently held in 600 communities nationwide every year.
And so what's the date of the walk?
So the Washington, D.C. walk is coming up on Saturday, October 13th, so just around the corner here. We have a lofty fundraising goal of $1.2 million. The walk actually surpassed the $1 million mark last year for the first time in walk history. We were one of only, I believe, 9 walks in the country to exceed $1 million. Our fundraising goal this year is a little bit higher. We were aiming for $1.2 million, and as of last check this morning, we were just under $500,000. So we're just under halfway there. So definitely looking to make up some ground over the next few weeks here, and hope to get a few more people on the tour to help us hit that mark.
So our goal is to have 20 people on the tour, and we're almost halfway there, which is really exciting. And we, the net proceeds will go to the tour. So we are extremely excited to help knock down that goal of 1.2 million. Of course, I'd love to raise 1.2 million, and maybe that's next year's goal. But we want to do what we can. Right, exactly. We need a really big bus.
Yeah.
To do that. So, if anybody, you guys out there who you love wine, you want to support a great cause, the Redskins aren't playing next week, and the Ravens have a evening game, so there's plenty of time to get in front of the TV on Sunday football day and watch the local teams. You can. And the thing about this cause rallies people. So we had sent this that we were supporting this cause in one of our weekly news briefs. And one of my colleagues reached out to me and she said she wanted to be a sponsor, very similar, that her grandmother had the disease. And she said that the association was so helpful for her, which initially, until I spoke with her, I thought that the money just went to research. But she shared with me that it was really supportive where she needed care for her grandmother, that the association helped provide care, helped provided assistance in locating doctors, and it was just, it was more than just a bunch of doctors in lab coats looking for a cure, which, you know, ultimately that's what you want, but it fosters a community. Is that right? Is that what you have found?
Absolutely. Yeah, the Alzheimer's Association has an amazing wealth of resources there for both those living with Alzheimer's and those providing care or having a loved one with Alzheimer's. One of the great features they have is their 24/7 helpline. It's nationwide, it's completely free, and it will give you any information you need on dealing with Alzheimer's. They also organize community-based in-person support groups, and they have an online message board through their All's Connected feature on their website, where you can go in and connect with other people who are also dealing with Alzheimer's. And then in addition to that, they just provide, you know, countless bits of information from all stages of Alzheimer's to getting your diagnosis, living with the diagnosis, and to doing some of those more difficult things like financial decisions, or even things like how do you get your car keys away from your elderly parent who's no longer able to drive.
Yeah,
So
that is
great resource. I would say that's, you know, an amazing resource to have if you are dealing with Alzheimer's.
Yeah, that's, yeah, that I can't imagine that is extremely challenging. So if someone could not make it on our wine tour, which I'm so sorry for you because we're gonna have a good time, how could they make a donation?
So they can go online to our Walk to End Alzheimer's site. They can get to that through the Alzheimer's Association website, which is www.alz.org. They can make a donation through the site. They can look me up. They could actually just make a general donation to the walk through the website.
And we also have the link on our wine tours page too. So if people want to connect directly to make a donation directly to the association, they can for the walk, or if they want to participate in the walk on October 13th, they can go there and find out information. But we really want you to join the tour. We want to hit our goal of 20 people going on there. In addition to having some great wine and maybe meeting some new friends and supporting a great cause, we are also providing like a charcuterie tray and a cheese tray. And yeah.
That's great.
And you'll also be able to like walk the vineyard and enjoy the vine. So I encourage you guys, if you can join us next Sunday, you can look for more details on our Vino 301 site. If you just want to make a donation because this is a worthy cause to donate to, you can go to our website, you can go to the Walk's website and make a donation.
Mm-hmm. And also, in addition to the Washington, D.C. walk, we do have other walks within the communities. So I know there's a walk coming up at National Harbor, and there's a couple in the Virginia area. So if you're not able to do the D.C. walk on the 13th, but you're still interested, there are other community-based walks that you can sign up for in the area.
Oh, that's great to know.
Walks. We don't have a fundraising commitment. You can just sign up. We do encourage that if you do sign up as a walker that you raise $100 because you can get a commemorative T-shirt, and everybody loves a good T-shirt. So yeah.
So where do you get one of those cool hashtag shirts that you have on?
Weird. I honestly cannot remember where I got this one. I a walk or something somewhere along the line.
That is too funny. Well, I love how you're representing and your branding. You are on point. I guess I should have something like that too.
Through the website as well, they do have a merchandise store, so they may be selling.
Good.
They've got another baseball tee that I have that's also got the hashtag, and I think that's available online as well.
Okay, well that is excellent. So we hope to see as many people as possible on the wine tour, if not on the walk. And Leanne, thank you so much for bringing this cause to my attention, and we are happy to support you. And I will see you this Sunday.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
All right. Well, take care. And thank you so much, my Vino 301 family. And we really look forward to your support. Take care.